With his budget passed, Mayor John Tory had little to say after officially submitting his resignation.
Mr. Mayor, do you have any comments, sir? No, not really. We'll talk to you the next couple of days.
Tory will vacate the mayor's office for a final time as of 5 p.m. Friday, but he was back early in the morning, continuing his transition away from power. When Tory leaves, Deputy Mayor Jennifer McKelvie will take over on an interim basis before a by-election.
I have enormous confidence in the clerk's office and the people who run the elections. They know how to do this. They're tired. I mean, they're just finishing the paperwork from the last election. They're going to have to do it again.
Legally, council will have to declare the mayor's office vacant and pass a bylaw for a mayoral by-election at their next meeting, currently scheduled for March 29th. Nominations will open the next day and will last between 30 to 60 days. The by-election held 45 days after nominations close. Still, it's unclear how much it will cost the city for a citywide election. 2021's by-election in Ward 22 following the council ejection of Jim Karagiannis over spending infractions cost $475,000 to administer. It included 64 voting locations and a mail-in voting pilot. Last year's citywide election cost $14.5 million.
Mayor John Tory's day began at City Hall just after 6 this morning, reading the paper with the front page headline, Tory to step down Friday. After submitting his formal resignation to the city clerk at 11 last night, it had people talking even before the sun was up.
I think he should have stayed on as mayor because yes, it was dishonest, but he was a good mayor. He was sensible.
Yeah, I thought he was a good mayor. It's unfortunate that he had to resign, and we'll see what happens next.
Last week, Tory indicated his plans to step down as mayor of the city after admitting to a pandemic affair with a staffer that ended earlier this year.
I recognize that permitting this relationship to develop was a serious error in judgment.
In a statement released yesterday, Tory said in part, I want to thank the people of Toronto for trusting me as mayor since 2014. I continue to be deeply sorry and apologize unreservedly to the people of Toronto and to all those hurt by my actions. His resignation takes effect tomorrow at 5 p.m.
It was a decision that was made by him, and he's following up and following through.
According to Tory, what comes next for him includes time reflecting on his actions and rebuilding the trust of his family. For the city of Toronto, what's next is a by-election to determine who will fill the seat Tory has held since 2014.
City Council has 60 days to set a by-election date. That election could be within those 60 days, but it could also be longer.
Many city councillors and even Premier Doug Ford had hoped Tory would stay on as mayor. But now that this will be one of his last days sitting in the mayor's office overlooking Nathan Phillips Square, Torontonians now wonder what's in store for the city, just months after an election that won Tory his now short-lived third term.
I think it sets a bad precedent should he stay, so glad that he's stepping.
Mayor Tory was special, honestly. So it's not easy to backfill him.